Welcome back, my Trucker with Jazz fam. So I am currently outside. My wife is in the back sleeping, and to be respectful, I choose not to record while she's sleeping. I know I can get loud and I get super excited. I hope that the truck is not super loud, and I can get through this video with you guys. I have, of course, my notebook. I tell you guys all the time, when I make videos and I'm giving you guys information and it's not off the top of my dome, like I really go and look up the information or really think about what it is that I want to talk to you guys about. All right, so this video is gonna be about why we should keep our CDL driver license clean, okay? I'm telling you, I have a catwalk and I really want to put my stand, I'm using my selfie stick tonight, and I really want to put my stand up there, but because of the wind, baby, this little $1,200 phone, remember back in the day phones weren't like this? I know, I just side note, okay? I know you may be saying, Jasmine, you just was about to talk about clean driver license. I know, but I had to just make that emphasis because I'm out here in the cold making videos for you guys. All right, so let's move on. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna just sit up here. If you see me look down, y'all know why I'm looking down. I'm trying to make sure that I stay on topic. I give you guys what you need to hear, quick, fast, and a hurry, because the attention span be gone. All right, so let's get on it. All right, so the first thing of why you should keep your CDL license clean, all right, is job security. That's like number one for me. I feel like a lot of people be playing with that. They be sitting here like, you know, I could just go to another company. Listen, if they was to really crack down and really be like, look, all employers, we ain't let you go from 2 jobs, you know what I'm saying, in a year or in 3 years. Like, if you didn't jump 2 jobs, you can't get no job. I know that trucking field is very big, and then you got so many people that's independent, but if it became like a law for real where you couldn't job hop, a lot of people will really be suffering. Sometimes you just got to stay in the midst of what you going, like when you pick your employer, do your research. Sometimes you just got to sit in the mess before you just choose to jump around. I can personally talk about that from my experience because this is my 3rd company. I was with Prime, Custom Critical, which was FedEx, and now I'm with them. And I'm about to hit a year in February being here, and I wanted to leave when I got here. And what I will say is, in the midst of everything, I just had to make myself say, Jasmine, sit in it. Even if it's not where I want to be long term, just sit in it, because it really started off real bad. But that's for another video. All right. So the second thing is insurance costs. If you're not an owner, of course you may not be thinking along these lines. Even when you're a lease operator, you're still not thinking along these lines, because this is for a person that's really paying for their truck and also paying. We're not talking about renting. We're talking about running under their own authority, okay? Also, when you go and you work for another company, that's really big for them. That could be, you could have you can have your CDL, but because you're a liability on that front, we're having like points, we're having all these different citations and things or warnings on your license. It could be a critical point where the dream job that you want, you can't have you don't have the opportunity to work for them because of that. Another thing would be maintaining your CDL privilege, okay? We all know, for those that's a driver, which all of us mainly are drivers, you know how it is when you had an opportunity to get in here and drive and do your own thing. When you don't have a driver license, when you don't have your CDL license, like, man, it hurts. I have experienced getting my license suspended, like my regular driver license suspended. When I tell you, even my transition into trucking, I was so terrified, like, oh my God, when I had before I had my actual license and I had my learners, like I got a speeding ticket, I was freaking the heck out. I said, man, God, I pray that this don't hinder me from becoming a CDL driver. And I'm so thankful that it didn't. And like I said, I'm just very thankful and blessed that it didn't. So from personal experience, like, it's no joke. All right, the next one is higher earning potential. Listen, we may feel like, I mean, look, I've been out here 3 years. You may say, Jasmine, you don't know all this stuff. You're right, all this stuff is not stuff that I know, but you hear people's stories, you kind of grasp the aspect of how it is out here, on top of dealing with your everyday, you driving on your own. You know what I'm saying? And the truth of the matter is, the more you stay in work, the more earning potential. You know, paying attention to the company you choose to decide to work for, looking at, is you running off of miles, or if you running off percentage. You know, are you working for a company where they're increasing it every year? Being a top performer of a company, like, those are the things you want to just pay attention. And the way you can do that is just working really hard and monitoring, valuing yourself and the things that you do, so that you can get what you put out. All right, the next one I have is legal and financial consequences. Now that was a good one. When I thought about that, I was like, yeah, guys, when you get caught up for doing things you shouldn't do, it can be very detrimental to the pocket, okay? To the company pockets, which can lead to you getting fired, because it's like, look, you becoming a liability again. And then to your pocket, if you are a truck driver and it's like, you know, you're getting caught up, let's say you're going to a weigh station, you didn't check your tires, you know, you're not paying attention to your tire depth, because you just feel like, it is what it is, they ain't gonna get me, they haven't got me, I've been driving for 6 years, you know, the weight, I never had a DOT inspection. Okay, don't get comfortable and rely on that, because it can change at any moment, and that moment could shock the heck out of you. You know, paying attention, like I said, to everything that's going on with your truck. You're responsible for it. It ain't no, oh, you know, well, they shouldn't have sunk me in this truck. Look, before you drove off the yard in your company truck, that truck supposed to have been inspected. That's our everyday job, and if you're not doing it, guys, get on it. It's imperative. Again, like I said, legal and financial consequences for your actions. So be responsible. My next thing that I have is safety and reputation. Okay, you always think about your safety first. Regarding anybody else, like your safety. Behind this wheel, I'm always thinking about my safety, giving extra distance. Why? Because it's no joke. You can lose your life in a blink of an eye, and it's scary out here. I have seen some near-miss situations with drivers cutting us off, being on a slippery road, especially with this inclement weather, heavy rains, not being able to see. Like, that stuff is very scary. And then you're in a heavy semi-truck. If you never drove a semi-truck, just think about having your car, like 20 of your cars, okay? 20 SUVs, and just think something along those lines, like how heavy that could possibly feel. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good description, but I'm just saying that's the description that I'm thinking about. Like, it's scary. I mean, shoot, you don't even got to think about pulling nothing heavy. It's scary in the car, so imagine in a semi-truck. Like, it's no joke. So, yeah, for sure, your safety first, and then reputation. I was just telling my friend earlier today that it's very important. I was thinking about loans and things, SBA grants and different grants that's going around that's about to come up in 2025. And I was saying to myself, like, you know, preparing yourself with your goals and having things aligned. You get what I'm saying? Being able to have your business plan, being able to speak about yourself, being accountable, responsible, having safety, you know, having that reputation to say, like, I deliver on time, that I have, like, all these different fuel bonuses, you know, for saving the company fuel, or saving yourself fuel. Also having, like, those, like I said, the reputation of delivering the load on time, being accident free. All that stuff matters, okay? That stuff set you apart, because, to be honest, I mean, it's a lot of us drivers out here, but it's a lot of drivers that are not hitting the mark as well. And then you got a good amount that are hitting the mark as well too. So my thing is, what are you doing to set yourself apart? And make sure you stay consistent on it, because that's what's going to set you apart from other drivers. All right? So again, safety and reputation. Another one is that I wrote, it was only 8, so I'm almost done, guys. Another one is federal and state laws, okay? Being in compliance, making sure making sure that you run legal, that your ELD is right, that you're not cutting corners. You got a lot of drivers out here cutting corners. They're risking it. Don't do it, guys. Like, it's your license. Sitting here, like, making sure that your logs is completed. One, is easy. To me, I won't say it's easy to do, but people get lazy. The bigger picture for me is I always want to be legal. I always want to run and make sure that my stuff is right. When you're doing your stuff by the book like you're supposed to, get ahead. I'm sorry. You would never want to run through and deal with these situations that I'm seeing some of these other drivers on social media, you know, running when they was tired, going over 14 hours, you know, being in a situation where they're, you know, they got into an accident, now they got to lie. And it's a lot of consequence, and you just don't want to have to deal with that, guys. So, like I said, ELD, like, just being, following the rules, federal, state-wise, like, follow the rules, and pay attention to the changes, too. Like, guys, when it comes to trucking, our rules, our laws is changing. I won't say constantly, but it's consistently changing enough that you need to pay attention. That people will say, oh, it's been 50 years, boy, ain't the same. Look, don't be with all that BS. Do your research. Just like we could be on these phones talking. Hey, talk to these phones. These phones will tell you to ask Siri or whoever you got, Alexa, hey, what's going on with this? And let it pull up the information, and then you read it, because you need to know. Also, get the handbook, safety book. Don't be playing, guys. My very last one is opportunity for specialized jobs. That one is real big. I was, again, talking to a friend of mine where I was saying, you know, I was thinking about that. I was like, look, I want to go to different expos and conferences and really, like, level up. I know I've only been trucking for 3 years, but I do in the future want to have my own business, run under my own authority. And you have to network. You need to, you know, when they see you before you speak, they need to see your presence. And when they see you, you got to command the room. That's what I was taught. That's what I really enjoy. And then what come out your mouth is the next thing that's going to set you apart, all right? So, with that being said, like I said, it's all these specialized jobs that's out here that you can go and float into. It's going to come with a little hard work, you know, hustle and bustle. Pay attention to the numbers, looking at the market, looking at the world news. How is trucking being affected all over the world, not just here in the United States? We do business. I mean, far as the U.S., we for sure do business with other countries, okay? And get our products and foods and things from other countries. So we need to take that into consideration. Other than that, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, drop a purple heart if you got down to the last, if you watched the whole video. I know I'm a little winded, but guys, like I said, I'm gonna get back on my stuff. I'm gonna for sure keep motivating you guys and pushing you guys to do your best. Make sure you guys write down your goals or starting to think about things for your new year, and let's get it set up for December so we can write it down and get to it. All right, stay blessed, stay safe, happy Tuesday, and thanks so much for watching the video. I'm out.